think you mentioned we had 3 vacancies. I believe we only have 2 right now officially. But I don't know, what the future of the various commissioners is. But if we have a CRA that's comprised of the city board, I'll continue to serve on it. I don't mind. I have no problem with the city commission, changing decisions or making decisions adverse to what we make. That's fine. You're elected. I'm not. You're the ones that have to answer to the people. So I got no problem with that. And whatever the city decides for this commission, I'll do. I'm going to continue to serve the city. Because I really think, and I feel bad for people like Miss Laddie, and Mr. Peterson, Mr. Shilsky. We really had a very good CRA. We've done a lot. I asked Tony Otti to put together a list here, folks. I hope you look at it just over the last 18 months. CRA does do a good job. We've done a good job. I'm proud of what I've done. I do my best, and I don't expect people to agree with what I say, but I do my best. So I'll continue to do it. But if we don't have enough people to physically man the CRA, then and the city commission has to take it over, then so be it. I'm easy to get along.
Jim, thank you. I do appreciate all the CRA members, and they have done a good job. When they was doing Canal Street, had it dug up and putting the culvert in there, it was a nasty job. They was out there looking at it. A lot of things that we've done in the last 3 or 4 years that I'm very happy with. Orange Avenue, Mary Avenue, looks great. Now the Flagler and Esther Street, and where everybody's, the old Food Line Shopping Center over here, where Friendly Flows, what they was talking about, not down on South Atlantic. And I think a lot of people do not really understand the CRA district and where it's at. And that is a misconception sometimes. Maybe we need to do a better job on that. But as far as y'all concerned, as far as CRA's there, I'm supporting that as long as it's there. And I'm like you, I'm worried about the business owners and stuff not wanting to be on the CRA or in here because of this factor, and it's been in that way for 8, 9 months now. Thank you very
much. I know you don't hear the history, but the history was, realistically speaking, back in 1985, we had 3rd Avenue, Flagler Avenue, and Canal Street as the composition of the CRA. And we tried to split up, the city commission tried to split up at that time, equal representation as much as possible for having X amount of members from Canal Street, X from 3rd Avenue, and X from Canal Street, or from Flagler Avenue. That was the composition. And we tried to maintain that suggestion to the commission when old members want to get off, new members want to come on, make sure you have someone from the beach side, someone from 3rd Avenue. Now that we have the west side included in the CRA, it certainly should be advantageous to look to someone from the west side to be a member on the board. Try to not necessarily say we can only open to that individual, but try to encourage that kind of membership. And I do understand Mr. Peterson has, his family has property on Canal Street. Mr. Shilsky, I understand you have your issues, and it's too bad. I mean, it really is too bad the way but that's the law. The law says you can't do it. And I know there's some discrepancy on the law, but we have to rely on the law, the legals to tell us what to do, to keep us out of our problems. So, I understand if you choose to say, I don't wish to serve anymore, I understand for those reasons. Certainly would not encourage, I would encourage any of you to stay on the board if you so chose to do so, but certainly understand your financial situation should you need to try to get a grant and not stay on the board. But I would hope that if the board stays together, that you would look at the 3rd Avenue side, Flagler Avenue side, Canal Street, and our west side as far as trying to get membership for these vacant positions.
Commissioner Pascal.
I was so intrigued. I agree with Commissioner House. I keep wanting to call you Vice Mayor because you've been Vice Mayor so long.
Oh, don't take it over from me.
I wouldn't do that. I've been very frustrated over many years, And I have to concede that I didn't understand all the rules and regulations regarding the CRA board, what they can and cannot do. But, you know, with all things considered, it comes down to ethical standards, you know? And I think the CRA board has tried extremely hard to bring the right projects to the city commission, to do the right thing. I'm not condemning anyone. My problem is that if we cannot get a hold of our ethical values of whether or not we should be taking any sort of financial benefit from anything that we approve, whether it's on the CRA board, whether it's on the city commission, whether it's a staff member, I think is wrong. I think it's wrong. I've never taken a damn dime for anything that I've ever approved, and I will never do that. That's where my issue is. I think that they've tried very, very hard. I agree with, you know, Jim, I really appreciate that you include the historic West Side because, you know, finally we're getting some projects done. We have a 3-year window of opportunity, and I just want everybody to be on the same page, on this, you know, the same side, and have the same ethical views, and be given the correct direction from the city commission as to what you can and cannot do. And I think that's only fair to you guys. It's not your fault that you didn't think you could apply for a grant and then all of a sudden find out you can't get it. It's not your fault. It's, you know, those are the rules and regulations that should be set out as any other board, whether it's a planning and zoning board, you know, you have to apply, and you apply for this, there's certain criteria. That criteria needs to be in those applications so that the people that may want to get a grant in the future will understand, oh, if I apply for the CRA board membership, and if I want to get a grant, maybe I shouldn't do that, because it may hinder what they're trying to do. So I want to tell you, it's not that I don't appreciate everything you guys have done, because you worked very, very hard. The problem that I had was just plain old ethics.